Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jason L. Scott the First from jasonlscottthefirst.com, and I want to spend a quick second because I want to have a conversation with you guys about a couple of different philosophies. I have been doing what we call power talks for years for my organization, and every single morning I was to get on the phone calls, and we would do these calls about 9 a.m. and talk for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and just set the people on fire so they can get out there and have a prosperous day. But then, I got a chance to get involved in this company, and I recognized that the leadership team that I was already a part of with this whole entire skin tea movement, they already had in place their calls and their call schedules and what they would do every day and who was going to do presentations and who was going to do the calls on a daily basis. But I still would occasionally pop in a power talk with my organization, and I would tell people a power talk is just going to be a quick shot of what I'm going to just give you, some power, some energy, some excitement, and I would just give that on a daily basis to my people, and I would just have so much productivity because people would just get excited for the moment, and then they get excited for that day, then they get excited for that week and excited for their life, and then all of a sudden, guys, we would have people just walking the stage every single event, just having some tremendous successes. But what's going to be the difference between your success now and the type of success that you're going to have 1 year from now is the difference in your philosophy. I didn't get a chance to get up in time this morning. I had a real late night. As you guys know, I be launching all these different cities and states and countries, and I'm no different than anybody else. Trust me. I have a high school diploma, no degree of any type, just a boyfriend, from the projects, from the hood, from the streets, but I've learned that I must speak in articulate tones to be able to be of an influence and be able to get my people to feel that we can be so much more. So, what philosophies are you going to have as you really move into 2016? You see, I woke up late because I didn't go to sleep till late, early in the morning so I didn't get a chance to get on the Wake Up and Win call this morning, but I listened to the replay. But the funny thing is this: while I was driving and I called into the replay, early this morning, first I took notes on things that I wanted to talk about, to have a power talk about. And when I listened to the replay, it was the exact same things that I was taking notes on. See, Damon had did a call today, and he was doing a call on exactly what I wrote. And listen, in my little notepad, I typically take notes on things that I want to kind of have as a training and conversation. And then he started talking about a couple of different things on things that happened in his life. And one of the things that he was talking about was the fact that somebody told him to take out a card. See, guys, I keep this in my pocket all the time. I keep my affirmations into my card in my pocket on a daily basis, and I read them on a regular. Now, the thing is this: you see this right here? I keep this as one of the first things that I set off. It's called the Sermon on the Mount. See how it says, ask and you shall receive. See how it says, seek and ye shall find. He said, see how it says, knock and it should be open unto you. I've been understanding, guys, that this philosophy is something that I've been believing in for a long time. If you see how old and wrinkled this is, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been keeping this in my pocket, guys, for several years. You see how they are bent up and torn up a little bit? Because I understand the same philosophies that these words that people speak. See, I always say when I talk into these presentations that what you think about, you bring about. What you ask for, you shall receive. But you got to ask yourself, what type of philosophy are you going to have upon that which you are asking? Are you going to have what we call an ant philosophy? Or are you going to have what I call the grasshopper philosophy? I don't hear really many people talk about that philosophy, but they'll talk about the ant philosophy. See, the ant's philosophy is this. Ants think winter all summer. See, when it's cold outside or when it's nice outside, they're just preparing themselves all the time. All summer, they're preparing for the cold season. They're preparing for the times when it's going to be lean. All summer, when everybody else is having a great time and running around, they are preparing for the next season. And I want you to understand that you must prepare for the next season. You cannot look to see that, I'm going to be a 6-figure income earner. I'm going to be a 7-figure income earner, doing the same thing that you have been doing for 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, and now going into 2016, you believe you're going to be a 6 or even 7-figure income earner doing The same things that people have been doing at a $20,000 a year job type of mentality, $30,000 a year job type of mentality, or maybe it's more, maybe it's less. If you expect to do more, expect to be more, you have to change your philosophies about why is it that you do what you do and what are you going to do now about it. See, when the ants think winter all summer, that means when everybody else is playing, they're preparing. No matter what obstacles, they still show up. They go around, they go under, they go through, whatever they got to do, guys. They'll go over to make sure that once they have a path in place, nothing comes up. See, I recognize this all the time, guys. There's two things, and my belief of that process. I know every time something goes wrong, people always say, that's the opposition. The opposition. Listen, I'm telling you, the devil. And I always say, listen, I rebuke that in the name of, you know what I'm saying? That's what I say. But the thing is this. We all know that the opposition is going to show up, because I feel when you have the chance to be the greatest impactor of the life of someone else, when you have a chance, then you've been destined for something great, and you have an authority that when you get yourself in front of people, they move, and you can change people's lives, and you get people to believe, because they say that all things are possible for those who believe. So when you get a chance to start getting in this process of belief, and people start getting excited, and you can change and impact people's lives, opposition will show up. Because if it's going to stop the people, it's going to stop you. And a lot of times, if it can't stop you, it's going to stop somebody else in your family. It's going to stop the situations around you. The car's going to break down. People are going to get sick. You're going to get sick. All type of things go up to make people go, you know what? I was just about to go out and go do this meeting, but now I wasn't going out and network, but now I'm just going to sit back on the couch and start the Netflix. See, guys, either you're going to go network or you're going to go Netflix. That's the philosophy that you understand. Whether you're going to think winter and preparing for the lean times and think winter or summer, when everyone is having a great time and in preparation, or you're going to have a grasshopper's philosophy. Because I told you, when you get yourself excited and you get yourself all over the place, and you get yourself believing and saying, you know what, all things are possible for those who believe, but you want to sit back and Netflix every time opposition come up. You got to understand that sometimes it's not the opposition. It's what I call the great I am is stretching you. He wants to know, do you really want it? The universe wants to know, do you really want this as bad as you say you want it? Oh, I'll do whatever it takes in order for me to feed my family, whatever it takes to become. But then all of a sudden, listen, this is what you must do. I don't know about that. That's just not me right there. I would, but I don't know. That's not me. Guys, listen. When it comes to this other philosophy, that grasshopper philosophy, that time when it's summertime. See, all the time, I tell people all the time during the summertime, everybody starts to feel like they're in the old movie Grease. You know what I'm saying? I got chills, they're multiplying. Everybody feel all good. They feel happy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to go out here and do the work because they're all hopelessly devoted. Everybody starts to feel like they want to just have a great time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the one that I want, the one that I want, the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey. All these things that people do when it comes to the summer loving. Summer loving, have me a blast. See, I know all the songs from that because you feel so happy, you feel good, you feel nostalgic. But that's that grasshopper philosophy. Because when the summer is here and they say show up for your winning, show up for your earnings, show up right now. People, you know what, but I deserve a break. I work all the time. I work hard all the time. I'm tired right now. I deserve a break. I know. See, listen, guys, I promised my mother before she passed away that I was going to always empower the lives of my people. Why? Because I remember I used to always say to my mother, Mom, I'm going to set you free, give you a credit card, let you travel the world, do whatever you want to do. Go ahead and have a great time. That's what I would say. But when I lost my mother to cancer, because I had no idea, we had her 60th birthday party. And then all of a sudden, get a call a couple of months later where she's telling she has to have emergency surgery. Within 1 year, I watched her go from being a strong woman to the size of a mummy before she passed away. And I thought about all the times when I would want to be, I got chills, they're multiplying. I want to have a great time, and I want to have this ants philosophy or this grasshopper's philosophy that I had a choice to take, but I will always take the grasshopper philosophy. Just when things started getting good, I want to take a break and I want to relax and I want to chill. instead of staying the course, instead of locking in my philosophy for that aunt's philosophy. But it's because of my promise that I made to my mother that I was going to always empower the lives of my people. And empowerment is simply enabling others to act upon that which they already know that they are truly destined for something great. I stick to that philosophy. Tired, sleepy, body in pain. Have to see when it comes to our product that's just all natural pain reliever, this emu oil, I have to slather. I have to see some people just put a little squirt in. I have to slather this on to stop the pain and the aches throughout the body. But I still know that I must keep my promise. So today, you must decide which philosophy you're going to choose. Because your success, your life, your family, the promise that you keep to the family members. One day, baby, one day I'm going to send you to cruise. Son, one day I'm going to send you to college. Baby, one day I'm going to get you the ring. One day we're going to go on a real honeymoon. One day. When does one day happen? One day happens today. The day you draw the line, you step across and you do